Gamers are back. Continue with the story. I don't remember when I last played. I should. I don't. What's the matter? Oh, this is where we go to Central... No, sewers? I think we go to the sewers here. Yeah, I think I played this a couple days ago. It's bad. I need to finish this because I can feel the game leaving my brain. It's just like... It's not on purpose, it's just time. I'm no stranger to time, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get back to it. So this is part 3 of the Mega Plus run, and I am kind of just fully clipping through here. I don't know how long this run is going to take still. I don't have a good sense of how long the game was. I think it basically took me 70 hours, but there was some other shit in there, not to mention all the cutscenes. Okay, and I don't have to fight anyone, right? There's no real benefit to it unless they're like in the way. I don't have to grab anything. I can just run. Oh, look at this dweeb. What happened here? I kind of... It's good translation. I actually do think that they nailed his English voice as well. I think they got a very similar tone, which is no small feat. That I saw that Otamon try to teleport behind me. Oh, that's Baramon. Never mind. Am I going? No, I'm going way at the bottom, right? Right? This sounds right. Who do you fight at the bottom here? It's a bunch of Ogremon. That sounds correct. Don't turn around. No. Ah. Alright, we're making great time. Nope. I'm gonna have to fight you. Alright, how was I doing this? What's my strategy here? It hasn't been that long. I shouldn't be this, like, hopeless. I should still remember how to play the game. I don't know what the fuck my problem is. Okay, we're good. We did it. I do have to remember not to skip all of those cutscenes. I guess it doesn't matter. I do have to remember to try to keep some of those cutscenes for thumbnails, but maybe we'll just do the bosses again. I don't know. Alright, I don't have too much to worry about here. It seems like my Digimon are pretty strong, so I don't really have too much to worry here. I don't think I really need to do much. It's weird, right? It's weird to not fight any of these Digimon, but like they don't really drop anything like particularly noteworthy, and they don't. I don't have to worry about XP or anything anymore. So like, why wouldn't I just stomp them? There's no incentive, or why wouldn't I just run around them? There's no incentive to not. I'm saying this out loud because I'm like, is that true? I think it is, but is it true? I don't know. I like subtle hints there. Like, you can clearly see that door behind those boxes, but that's more of just like a test for you later. How's things going, guys? Are you winning? Alright, so Big Baramon sounds a little deeper. And Ori's like, one of my character traits is that I don't like bullying. It's a good Ogremon voice. Let me hear the other two. Are you Titans? I say to the people who look a lot like Titamon. Yeah, man. BB. Okay. Oh, cool. I love when they boost right off the rip. That's pretty nice. I think I'm gonna use High Field when it gets to Omnimon's turn, which is admittedly a loss of performance. We could be hitting harder, but the main thing is that I want to make sure we have Reflect up on everyone before they get to their attack turn. That is not a lot of damage. That is not a lot of damage. Could lower the resistance to someone. Let's try Hyogomon. Let's take you out first. Okay, and now we use high field so that all 3 of their attacks will bounce off. Everyone except Omnimon, I think. And then big old transcendent sword here. Okay, it's good damage. Nice. Worked as intended. Well, get him. That is not the voice I was expecting. Why is Yogo's son so different? Why did he sound like that? Alright, let's get back to the battle. And thanks for inserting yourself, I guess. I don't like that they're all lowering my resistance and stuff, though. That's a little rude. We already have high field, so we don't really need to do that. I could do accelerate boost. I think that's pretty good because they're all virus types, so let's do it on Omnimon. And then what are you going to do? Nothing. Fuck all. Yep. Thanks for showing up, Coronamon. Big fan. Okay. We could lower the resistance on one of the others. I think that would be a good call. Now... Oh, they just, like, skipped the turn order. Is this when you first Digivolve, canonically? Oh no, it's when you learn a fucking attack move. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot there was like a special cutscene. Now get the fuck back down. Oh no, he got revived with 1 HP. Okay. All right, this should hopefully take out at least one of them. But let's see. Okay, that should have taken out Overmon. I feel like he's cheating. Don't love that. Oh, I gotta be strong too. I mean, you got the kill. Can't get that mad at him. Chrono Devolution. Hey, you should be weak to. Let's guard mind you. Okay. And then Stream Cannon should do a decent amount, I think. There we go. Yippee! I feel like we're very much still in the beginning, so this doesn't really mean too much. I can't celebrate my victories quite yet, but we'll get there. We'll fucking get there, trust me. Okay. Now I think we go see Marukimon. Given where they spawned me. It also still feels so illegal to, like, ignore cutscenes. Or not cutscenes, well, that too. But it feels so illegal to, ignore, side quests. I feel like I shouldn't be able to do that. But, alright. Let's hear Marukimon. I don't remember what he sounds like in Savers. It's been a while since I watched Savers. I want to say maybe, like, 15 years since I've watched Digimon Savers all the way through. I don't even think I've seen a clip of it in, like, a decade. I did really like it. It was my favorite Digimon season for a very long time. But I think it was the first one I watched in Japanese, which might have been part of it. Because, like, you know, it's got a real plot, and they don't dumb it down for Western audiences. Okay, that's not the voice I was expecting. I mean, already more emotion than Richard Epcar was giving in this first cutscene. Richard Epcar, very talented voice actor, but I feel like they did not give him, like, super good direction for it. If I had to guess, I would say that the voice actors in this game were definitely reading their voice or their lines off, like, a list with, like, no real direction. They were just like, read these out loud. But I can't prove it, so I can't accuse them of that. But yeah, I actually like Marukimon having a deeper voice, so I feel like that felt weird. Okay. What are we doing now? Central Tower, okay. We're all healed, right? Yes. Alrighty. Cool, let's just chip away. I think I'm starting to get over my burnout just a little bit. Not quite there. This is an update. I don't remember what I said in the first 2 parts, but I definitely gave a little bit of a hint that maybe streaming all that was burning me out. I do think it did, because when I streamed Pokemon 2 days ago, I don't feel like I was at my best. I don't think it was like a bad stream, but it definitely wasn't a good stream. Or no, I mean, it depends. There were parts of it that I think went well, and there were parts that I was like, I mean, I might be being overly negative or more reactive than I normally am. I'm just like, was really tired. I worked a full day and then showed up to stream Pokemon, and then Pokemon was trying to tell me how to play Pokemon for about an hour and a half, as if I'd never played a Pokemon game before. Because that's just how Nintendo treats their audience. That's how the Pokemon company treats their audiences. Hey, did you hey, you know how this franchise is like 100 years old and we've made like 25 games in this franchise? Okay, but what if every game we re-explain the entire concept from scratch, like you're a baby? Because we're trying to covet the 4-year-old demographic, and we do not give a fuck about the 10 and up demographic because we know you're going to buy it anyway. You know, pessimistic stuff like that obviously I wouldn't say now. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. Just felt like I was being a little more rude about the game than I need to, but also, I do stand by what I said, which is, why do they keep making these games as if the person playing has never played a video game before? It's infuriating. Like, just stop, please. I'm fucking begging you, please. I don't ask for much in this world, but can you just treat me like I'm an adult? Just give me an option. It's got to be the easiest option in the world. Just like right at the beginning of the game, like, have you played a Pokemon game before? Yes. Okay, we're gonna skip about 45 minutes worth of explaining what Pokemon is to you. That's all I want. I don't think that's a crazy thing to ask. Like, you can turn tutorials off in other games. Like, it's not a crazy invention. But Pokemon Company begs to differ. Also, you know, the game was built on a $13 million budget, which is not a high budget for a video game. I know it sounds like a lot to a layman. Like, wow, 13 million, you can do so much with that. Not really, because, like, you have to assume, and for any video game budget, and this is genuine advice, for any video game budget, you have to assume that half the budget is marketing. And I'm not saying that you don't need marketing. I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it. But like, that's a good way to say it. It's not that you don't need marketing, because you do, because there are plenty of games that'll be great and they'll release on Steam and nobody fucking knew about it, so they don't do well. But what was I saying? I forgot. Sorry, I'm trying to fight too. No, like, I think marketing is pretty important, but at the same time, it's like, when you hear like a $13 million budget, I think you just assume like, oh, they spent that long working on the game. Like, well, no, not quite. A lot of that went somewhere else. A lot of that went to people posting reels on Instagram showing off the new Pokemon game and new Mega Evolutions. Yeah, I just like, it's such a weird, frustrating problem. Because I'm just like, I just want them to put more effort into it. I just want them to put more polish into it, because Pokemon is a wonderful IP, and I do mean that. Like, they are the inspiration for so many like RPG tropes and so many like monster catching, like raising genre like games. Like, they're a huge inspiration, but at the same fucking time, I've never been more sure that as a publisher, like, Nintendo is basically just going, all right, put it out. We just want the greatest, we want the best return on investment possible. So we're going to make it real cheap, and people are going to buy it anyway, and that'll be good. And I'm like, I don't want to sound idealistic or naive or, you know, like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to give you a very, very corny and sappy line here that you've heard before, but it is true, and it rings true, and it's, you used to make games because you wanted to make the game. Like, you used to make games because you were like, hey, wouldn't this be a fun thing? Hey, wouldn't this be fun for the players? Hey, wouldn't this be like a cool thing we could do in our game? And I am positive there are people at Game Freak who are trying to do that. And then they have an advocate who's going to Nintendo or going to the Pokemon Company. It's like, can we get more money or more dev time so we can do this? And then there's definitely someone up in production, in publishing, going, no, ship the game. And it's just like, it just sucks, because I'm like, you know, it's just, none of this is like new for Pokemon either, by the way. Like, this is not like a recent development, but I think it's like, the more I look at it with like a discerning eye, the more I'm sort of like, what are they even doing here? Like, I think I put it away in the back of my head, when Scarlet and Violet came out. I was like, oh, you know, maybe the devs just don't know how to work on the Switch still. They've only really made one Switch game, and it was Sword and Shield. They were mobile developers for that, or they were like, you know, DS developers for that. So maybe they just don't really have a good grasp on this yet. And then I was like, maybe it's the short dev time. Maybe it's they don't have enough time to cook it in the oven, which is also, like, I think both of those are still true, but it's not the reason that the games are not as good as they could be. Now that I know the budget, and because I work in the games industry, I know how much it costs to make a game. I can't say how much it costs to make a game because my view of it is slightly skewed. But I know what it can cost, and I know better goals, and I'm like, 13 million is not enough. Just flat out not enough. They, like, you couldn't even make a fucking, like, movie for 13 million at this point, unless it was like an indie movie. Like, yeah, that's fucking crazy to me. Like, I just, it's so aggravating, because I'm just like, they have such a good, like, foundation, and they are just not building fucking anything on it. It'd be like, hey, we bought 1,000 acres of land, and we built a couple different cottages here. We still have about 900 acres of land to go. We're really moving through it real slowly over the years, and I'm like, why? You bought the land, you're sitting on the land, like, either loan it out to someone else to build on it, or like fucking use it. You just have all this empty space just sitting there. It's crazy. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, that's basically it. I think I'm a little jaded with Pokemon. I think, oh fuck, damn it, I couldn't attack. I think one thing I do want to clarify, because it sounds like I'm getting like extra down on the Pokemon Company, and I am, but it sounds correct. But the main reason I'm on it is that I'm like, playing it, I knew this was gonna happen, but playing it directly after Digimon was very eye-opening, because I'm like, you see what happens when a game team like gets a budget and like makes a game that's like special and important to them, and like makes it to like try to make a good game, not to move units. That's what the DLC is for. That's why there's an $8 XP and money DLCs, because that's what's there to make the money. The game itself is just there as a game, and that's why the costumes are there for, and that's why the anime themes are there for. I'm just saying there are other monetization strategies other than just like make a shit product and then just sell it to millions. But I do want to say, I do think there's a good core formula in Pokemon Legends ZA. And I really like Legends Arceus. I'm excited to get more into it, but I don't think I'm going to stream it just because I'm like, I just streamed so much back to back. I don't have it in me. I'm too tired, man. And it's so much of a time commitment where, like, you know, the videos I'm doing, like, the reason I'm doing this way and not streaming the Mega Plus playthrough is I'm like, I like just doing like an hour here or there, maybe 2 hours, and then just like going about my day. Like, it just like, and if I don't feel it after the first hour, if I'm just like, oh man, I'm too tired to do this, or like it's just not really, I'm not really feeling it right now, then I can just fucking stop. Like, I can't really do that when I stream because it feels rude, because I'm like, well, I got all these people here. They're putting me on in the second monitor. They're taking time out of their day to watch me and chat during the stream. So like, I got to go through with it at least a couple hours to make it worth the time and effort. Like, I want to set a precedent that only like an emergency am I going to be like, am I going to like stop the stream? Like, I got to stop, guys. I don't want to do it all the time. So, but with recording, it doesn't really matter. Because like, if I'm like not feeling a recording, most it's going to be is an hour. I can push through an hour. That's nothing. So, but like, I think that's why I don't want to stream Pokemon, because I'm like, I'm already tired from it, and like, I don't feel like this game is worth my time to stream. But that I asked a poll in the Discord, and I set it for a 24-hour poll, and I also asked at the end of the video, I'd be like, hey, do you want to see more of this? Like, or should I just play it on my own? Because I'm like, I do want to play it because I bought it, but also because it seems fun. But I'm also at the same time like, and I want to play it so like I can speak intelligently about it. I'm a big advocate for like your opinion on games that you don't play has a ceiling. I'm not saying that you can't have an opinion on Pokemon if you don't buy Pokemon. That's not at all what I'm saying. You can absolutely not buy Pokemon and still have an opinion on their practices. In fact, it's more relevant than ever. You can be like, I'm not going to support them because I think what they're doing is bad. I think that's fine. But like, if I want to talk about game mechanics, if I want to talk about how it compares to like the other games, I got to beat the game. Now, whether I do that for the next Pokemon game or not remains to be seen. But I mean, I bought Legends. I'm going to play it. Like, maybe if I didn't buy it, I'd hold off on it and be like, oh, I'll play it later. But I did buy it, so I want to be part of the zeitgeist as people discuss it. Another big thing I'm real big about is I really like being part of the discussions when a game is like brand new. I think that's like one of the most fun things you can do with a game is like right when it comes out, which is why it's so frustrating that like 8 games came out this month, because I like want to talk about them and I want like and I want to play them. I don't have the fucking time. But it's been yeah, it's been fine, I think. Overall, but yeah, so I want to get to I do want to play more Pokemon. I think I might record a couple of videos. I don't know if I'll do a full playthrough. But I think people misunderstand some of the streaming and recording stuff, and maybe this is me putting out too much of a different vibe than what I actually feel. But I'm like, when I say something where I'm like, should I did not want to attack the Digimon, but alright. When I say something like, should I record more of this or play it on my own, I'm not saying like, oh man, I would love to play this on stream, but I just don't feel like people are going to watch it. That's a different question, and I'll say it that way if that's the case. What this means is, do I have to stream this? Do I have to record this? Or can I just play it on my couch silently with the podcast on in the background? I can't do that. It's my favorite way to game, and I think it's probably your favorite way too, because you're listening to me right now on your second monitor while you're playing a game. It might even be Digimon. But like, I can't do that if I'm the guy in the fucking monitor. Like, so I can't. So I'm like, that's basically me being asked, like, am I free? Am I free to just experience this the way I want to, or should I have to, or do I have to make content out of it? Because I feel like some people see it as me being like, oh, good golly gosh, I would love to make a video for this, but you know, the powers that be, my ops, they don't want me to. I'm like, no, it's not like that. I'm my ops. I don't want to do it. Like, so we'll see. I think I'll do a couple videos of Pokemon. We'll see how I'm feeling. I mean, here's the thing. I streamed it for about 3 hours. You know, with some time taken out to facepalm, because something would happen in the game. I'd just be like, what the fuck, man? Like, but I would, but like, I would say probably 2 out of the 3 of those hours were all tutorial, and it was driving me to madness. I'm like, I don't need this. Like, if I need help, let me just ask for help in game. Like, don't make me fucking sit here through like all these cutscenes telling me the Pokemon can only have 4 moves. I know they can only have 4 moves. I know. Like, why is this part of a mandatory cutscene? It's crazy, and I think like it's such an easy target, and genuinely, and I mean this truly from the bottom of my heart, it did not used to bother me. Like, for a very long time, I really didn't care about Pokemon not being voice acted, but once you notice how fucking quiet it is, it's hard not to notice, because like you'll hear the music on in the background, but it'll be very very quiet, and oh, I don't want to do this. It'll be very quiet in the background, and like you'll just have characters just monologuing at you. Like, for a game with no voice acting, the characters sure love to fucking talk. This is another thing I'm so mad about, because I'm like, if you're not gonna have voice acting, at least can you make the dialogue like brief? Like, why the fuck do I have to sit through all of this? It's so fucking aggravating. With no skip button. you can't really like speed up the dialogue. You can do it a little bit in the menu, but even then it's not like enough, because it's like it makes it so the text appears as fast as possible in the window, but you can't like speed up how often the windows appear, so you can't just mash through. And I'm like, why? You didn't have to do this. No one asked you to do this. Like, such a strange self-afflicted problem. Anyway, so I'm just like, it's the things that people have been saying about Pokemon for years. I don't want to be like, hey, you were right. Like, that's not what's happening here. I knew you were right. Like, we acknowledged it. My whole run through of Scarlet and Violet, you can hear me like go, yep, that's kind of bad. That's pretty jank. Like, it's fun, but it runs like shit. Why does that windmill moving at 5 FPS? Like, I was there in the trenches. But at the time with Scarlet and Violet, I was like, I mean, open world Pokemon is fun. And then when I tried to replay it, I was like, well, when you know where all the Pokemon are, and when you know how the game works, it's less fun. It's almost like, it's almost the same as like when you're reading a manga or watching an anime, and you're like, wow, this premise is really cool. And then, like, you know, they get to the end of the game, or they get to the end of the series, and you're like, wow, they did not tie up those plot lines. Wow, they did not give a satisfying end to those characters. And like, wow, why did they even introduce those characters if they weren't going to do anything with them? Like, once the story is complete, you see all of its faults in plain view, because you're like, well, this is what I was expecting something different, and you didn't deliver that. And what you delivered was not satisfying enough to ignore that. That's kind of how it felt to be Scarlet and Violet, where it's like, it is definitely a really cool core formula, but the execution and the implementation is not good. Like, it's very, like, you could have made this game on a PS2. And I mean that sincerely. The game mechanics aren't that complicated. Like, you could just make it on a PS2. And, like, they're loading a lot at once, but also not that much at once. Like, I feel like you could have made Scarlet and Violet on, like, a PS2 or a GameCube. But I don't know, maybe I'm just being disrespectful. Semi-related to this, I made a YouTube short of a little moment I had towards the end of my Pokemon ZA stream, where they have a collectible in the game where you have to like break rocks off the side of a wall because something mega stones, something whatever, and so I'm just like doing it as I go along, because you just have to hit a button. It's not hard. But I got a Heracross, and I told it to hit one, and it I can't explain it without you seeing it, but it was like a 90-second short, and frame one, I'm not kidding you, I would say within 10 minutes of posting it, I got a comment being like, well, you bought it, didn't you? I'm like, what are you trying to say? What? Yeah, man, I did buy it. That's how you're watching this fucking short. I think it's because I titled the short the Pokemon ZA experience. By the way, nothing in that clip said if I liked the game or had any problems with it or anything like that. It was just, I just said the ZA experience. You know why? Because it's a fucking joke, dude. It's a fucking joke. It's a haha, a teehee, a funny, a lol, an LMAO, a ruffle. It's like, it's not like, why do people see a fucking YouTube short and treat it like it's like deadly serious? I'm like, no, man. It's like, even in the like short, the worst thing I say is at the end of it I say $13 million game, by the way, and then I post a clip of like the Google summary that the budget of Scarlet and ZA is like 13 mil, which is considerably lower than other games, which is why people are like noticing it. So like the response of like, well, you still bought it. I'm like, yeah, man. Do you have another point? Like, was I saying don't buy it? Was I saying it's bad? I just showed you what it is in the game. You can make your own decision. I think it's funny. Like, I think when it looks like that, it's just funny. You don't have to infer your other stuff. But speaking to YouTube metrics and to that short, so I looked at some data the day after that short. First of all, that was my most popular short. It still is, because I haven't made another one yet because it was 2 days ago. But that is currently my most popular YouTube short. Not by that much. My YouTube shorts tend to do kind of well, which is alarming, because I think the algorithm for YouTube shorts is like way better. Like, YouTube is just like uncaps it. Like, it takes off the fucking training weights when it turns on the when it sends out YouTube shorts. But but I looked at my so this is kind of tying into my burnout from earlier, where I was like, I've done a lot of playthroughs in Digimon games. I mean, this has got to be like upper 20s of the amount of Digimon playthroughs I've done at this point over the course of my 13-year YouTube history. I've played a lot of Digimon World 1, a lot of Digimon World 3, a lot of Cyber Sleuth, a lot of Hackers, a lot of Digimon World Next Order, and like, you know, every game in between for the most part. And so you would think that a brand new Digimon game would maybe improve my metrics in some way. Like, it would be like, oh man, this is going to be a great time for your YouTube channel. No, is the answer. No. I actually underperformed this month compared to just other months where I just release random shit. So I got over the course of, so we'll say since Time Stranger came out, so that's the time frame. So that also includes a little bit of the Pokemon ZA. So like in my first Pokemon ZA stream, you would think 2 new games in like 2 of my most popular series would be, you know, well received. Since Time Stranger came out, I lost 27 subscribers and I gained 54. So, you know, just to give perspective, I'm like, on a normal month, I gained 70. And, you know, I'll probably lose like, I don't know, 15 or so. Just from like attrition or just like, you know, accounts that were just deactivated or something like that. Or just people being like, why the fuck do I follow this guy? Which is valid. But when I say the burnout, it's because I worked my ass off. I worked really hard. I took a week off of work. I used my vacation time to stream this game for like 5 to 11 hours a day 11 days in a row for my YouTube channel to do worse. Like, it's the kind of thing that happens and you're like, why am I even doing this? Like, it's like, what's the fucking point? So that's why, you know, the mood has been a little weird since then. Because I'm like, you know, the people who watched it on the stream and the people who watch the videos, they're enjoying it, and I'm glad. But like, there's a large chunk of my viewership who is just not engaging with Time Stranger, and I get it, and I know this to be true, and it's very difficult because YouTube is not built for this. But I understand that there's definitely going to be people who are just like not watching because they're playing through the game and they're going to watch it all once they beat the game, and I understand that, and I think that's fine, and I think it's valid. YouTube is not set up for that though. So I might, like, all of my metrics are going to be low on the game, and it's like, again, that's fine because I did have fun and I had a good time streaming it for the most part. And I had a good time hanging out with chat. I had a good time like reacting with chat to be like, oh, can you believe this Digimon's in this? Like, I had a really fun time. It was a really good game to stream and I really enjoyed it. But it was also one of those things where it's like, probably would have also just enjoyed it if I just played it on my own and then like talked about it in Discord. Like, I don't know if I had to stream it to get the most out of it. But you know, we live and we move forward. Not much else to do. So. But I wanted to give some insight into why I'm like a hair away from crushing out. No, I want to give some insight into why I've been a little more negative since Time Stranger ended, because it just didn't do well. Like, it did well enough, I should say. It wasn't like a failure, but like the views and watch time are up, which is good. Actually, they're not really that much up. I think watch time is about the same as a normal month, and then I think views were up a little bit, but that's because I'm streaming and then also uploading the videos, so I'm kind of double dipping a little bit. But it was yeah, it's just baffling. It doesn't work the way you would think it would, which is kind of hard to reconcile with. Like, you just assume that people searching for Time Stranger would just like find the channel. I have a really hard time getting new people to join the channel, which is why I really value it and I treasure it when people like become YouTube members or when they join the channel and they like comment stuff like that and they like engage, where they're like, hey Nick, yeah, I really like your stuff. And it's like, just even comments like that where I'm like, I'm glad like I made an effect, like, because it helps, because I'm not getting like a huge flux of people all the time. So it's good to know that the people who did make it here are really enjoying it. And I think that is the kind of growth I prefer. I would rather people join the channel because they just kind of vibe with my stuff, and they're like, oh, he's a good YouTube player. He's a good Digimon player. He's I like the Pokemon stuff, I like the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I like the random stuff he does. I just watch him, whatever play. All of that is very valuable, and I enjoy interacting with my community that way. That's like, not to like oversell it, but like to be completely like, you know, open and honest. I'm like, that is why I do it. Like that's, I know it's corny. That's the second corny thing I've said today, besides like, you know, make games for fun. But like, it's true. I do really value that, and it is the main reason why I keep doing YouTube, is that I like interacting and stuff like that. But, you know, here's the part that I have the hardest time reckoning with, is I'm like, in my heart of hearts, my true reflection of myself and a true examination of who I am as an entertainer, a performer, an improv artist, because that's what YouTube or my YouTube style at least is just like fucking riffing for an hour to 11 hours. I feel like I'm good at this. Like it sounds crazy. Like I know, like I should be humble in a situation like this because I'm being very honest and like kind of like laying my feelings bare. I do think I'm good at this though. Like, so I'm like, I do have this belief where I'm like, if I just got more people on the channel, the growth would go up a lot more because people would enjoy it and they would stay around. And I think that kind of confidence is important. But then sometimes I wonder, is said confidence misplaced? Am I a good YouTuber? Am I an average YouTuber? Am I average and not willing to accept it? Could I be doing more? And then I'm like, could I be doing more within the boundaries of my current life? Where maintaining a wonderful partner, maintaining friendships, maintaining my job and keeping my job, maintaining like not burning out so that I'm not spending every waking moment that I have free on YouTube, because that's bad. You shouldn't do that. Like, am I not putting in as much as I could? Am I putting in enough? Like, it's a lot of questions. It's a complicated thing to think about. So I do feel confident that I can kind of get this deep into this video, because I'm like, if you're watching this, you're either a hardcore Digimon fan looking for tips for Mega Plus, which I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if this is your first video series. I'm so sorry. You should have watched the blind playthrough first. You know, I feel like my core demo is watching this, so I feel like I feel emboldened or encouraged to share that level of vulnerability here. I think it would be well received. But yeah, I mean the ultimate flaw that I kind of run into is I don't really, ironically, because I kind of dismissed it earlier when I was talking about games, I'm not a good marketer. I don't have that skill set. I'm not very good at posting my channels other places. One of the go-tos would be to maintain a social media presence. So it would be like, you know, on Blue Sky or Reels or something, posting clips constantly, just interacting, getting people to follow me there, and then being like, hey, I also stream. I don't want to do that. I just don't. I feel like that, to me, I understand why people do it, and I think it is a good method, and they should do it because it's very good for channel growth. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, I don't want to do that because it's not that it feels fake, because that's the wrong word for it, but it's more of just like, I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not constantly like trying to. I'm not constantly trying to. What's a good way to say this? Like, not innovate, or like I'm not that social offline. Like when I'm not streaming and when I'm not YouTubing, I'm sitting on my couch quietly for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm like, it's just not who I am, and so to try and present it that way would feel disingenuous. Now, could I make like a funny tweet every once in a while in Blue Sky? Yes. Do I? Sometimes. But I'm like, it's not my default. So I'm like, I have trouble, like, I guess, maintaining it. So Coronamon, Prayermon is vaccine, right? So I shouldn't have you, or I should give you Bug instead. Let's try it. I might need to do something else here, but we'll see. I saved, so you should be okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, it's a vaccine type. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder how much this will do. I mean, the reduction to their stats will be good. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're kind of fine, maybe. We'll try Transcend Sword here. Okay, we're making small progress. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, imaginary friends. You know what, let's just have you counter. That can be your whole thing today. Well, actually, I don't know, because you're going to do extra damage. Maybe I boost you up. Idiot. You look so fucking foolish right now. Pretty good damage. I'm really going for those stat drops, so hopefully it works. Can you make their defense drop even lower? Is my main question. Like if I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, maybe I did the wrong move. I think I did do the wrong move. There we go. So I wanted this to hit harder. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay. 2 back-to-back is rude. Let's, well, we don't really need to heal yet. Let's attack boost again. Oh, I accelerate boosted you, but then you did a magic attack, which is not smart. Your fire resistance is still down, but you're not going to go in time. It's going to wear off by then. Maybe give it to Omnimon, because we can properly buff before Omnimon's turn. It's not going to hit as hard, though. I wish I did have spell boost. Maybe just crit field. Why not? I think crit might already be boosted. No, I don't think it is, actually. That could be nice. Some crits could go pretty hard. Ooh, big damage to Agio Chusmon, okay. There we go. Alright, let's see how much this does. It's going to do 200%. We should be boosted. We have our crit boost as well. Oh no, I didn't accelerate boost. That's still fine. Oh, thanks. Where did you jump from? You came from the top, or at the top of a tower. How did you jump down here? Like, I think this is good, but I just think they're missing some bass in their voice. Did a good amount of damage. Or should have done a good amount of damage, I guess. Why do you think they landed, man? Alright, let's see. What is the best way to deal with this? I probably should heal. But boosting would be critical here because I really, really need to do more damage. Let's boost Rex up. And then Chrono Devolution should still be good. Okay, we have the wing and the head. Nice. Okay, that's a decent chunk. I think we'll be okay. Ooh, it resists fire. Well, then well, I guess I can just ignore that then. Like, I don't need to lower the fire resistance because Omnimon can just use the ice attack instead. Which I assume is going to do more damage. Would it be a good time to... I think they might still be charging, but just in case. Let's pop the field back up. Just for the extra damage. Big damage, there we go. Yay. Okay. I think we should have him here. Let's boost the crit field again. I should heal, but My playstyle is recklessness. So, simply nothing I can do. Thanks for the basic attacks, guys. Really appreciate it. You're really doing your best out here. So this only does neutral damage. We'll just do this then. Okay. I might have overestimated my abilities a brief moment. Oh, here we go. Again! Big damage. Okay, I think we got this. I really wasn't sure if that killed for a second. I was a little worried. Hey. Oh, okay. And the sun came back out. Yippee. We're all friends. They gave me this house that I go to once. Which felt weird, to be completely honest with you. Like, it feels like it was just set up for this night. Like, I didn't have to... Like, I don't think I only come back here, like, once or twice. One of them is a DLC quest. Like, actually, without the DLC quest, I wonder if I even would have come back here. To discover Assistant Terriermon, because he's not here the first time you're here. Can you, like, do something with the excess skills? No, I guess not. Would be cool if there was, like, a prestige kind of mode where you could get even more bonuses, but that would kind of kill the point of Mega Plus difficulty. Okay. We are making good time. I think that took me... How many parts did it take me to do that the first time? I want to say that took me 2 videos. So not as good time as we were making before, but it's also not too bad. How the fuck am I going? But yeah, we should probably wrap up. So what's next? I think it's the Abyss area is next, and then the wood area, and then... Do I have this right? I don't remember what comes after what. It's the problem of waiting to play this. I should have just marathon through it after I beat the game, but that's fine. Can I give you another reason I think I'm kind of having burnout that's not related to anything else, like genuinely, but also I do think it's contributing? I haven't gotten a platinum in so fucking long. Like, I've been balancing a couple different games, but I got the platinum in Dishonored, and that was on... Oh my god, September 7th. It's October 18th. Ugh. I was trying to work on this. Viewfinder is a 5-hour platinum. I just only played it like once. Cookie Clicker I was working on. Started Metal Gear... Oh no, I'm sorry. I did get Slime Rancher 2, which was the beginning of this month. Or the day before Time Stranger. I don't know, I'm feeling it. I haven't been getting enough. I think I already have more platinums this year than I had the total last year. I think it's like 33. But it could be more. It should be more. It will be more. And my mental health will improve once I get more platinums, which is a healthy statement. It's just one more platinum. Just one more. It's just one more, it'll fix me. I promise. Like, nah, we're doing fine. Alrighty. Going back to Blintmon. We don't have to worry about the heater yet. So that doesn't matter. I am curious to see... I mean, I'm going to skip the cutscenes, so I guess I won't really notice. But I am curious if anything changes if you do these, like, side quests with, like, the Bearmon and Coronamon and, Bearmon, Coronamon, and Lunamon. Thank you for your service. Big fan. Sorry. Deputymon got a really good spotlight in that prelude video, that like 4-minute anime prelude to Time Stranger that came out after the game came out, which doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm a new Deputymon appreciator. Oh, we go to Factorial Town first. That's right, because Blintmon immediately gets shot down, defeating the entire purpose of having Blintmon. I still, like, the only way that Locomon and Blintmon both being in this game makes sense is that they needed an answer for Blintmon getting shot down like this on his first fucking voyage. But I'm also like, couldn't we have just fixed him immediately? Wouldn't that have solved the problem? Why did fixing him become a side quest? Also, what happens if I don't fix him? Just Just curious, does the game still continue? I think I don't know if I properly highlighted this, but big ups to Gold Gargemon getting some spotlight. I think the previous biggest appearance it had was in Hacker's Memory when you're hacking the bank, and all the Digimon there on the bank server are golds. But it's a pretty cool Digimon. Also, I noted this at the time that I said the music in this section was too hype and it didn't really fit the area. I do now know that it does fit the area when you come back. Like, it does fit this being like an arena, but it does not fit as it is now, which I think is very funny. Like,
yes.
They were so close to greatness. So when did I get champions? I think I got champions in part 6, and I think we're probably at part... Oh, maybe I did make it further than I thought. I think I'm about to wrap up here. Oh, it needs the battery. Forget how this works. You go to buy the fuse, he doesn't have it, and then you go back, and then they give you a different task, and it's not to go talk to people in here who are playing on the vending machine with the battery they just bought. That is not a fuse. You gave me Shock Plasma 1. I'm not playing a randomizer. Oh, speaking of, I know that Zeke64 is making a randomizer for this game because he's fucking a badass like that. Also made the Cyber Sleuth randomizer. Oh, Shock. That's why he gave me Shock Plasma. Now it makes sense. But it's, I don't think it's quite done yet. I think I'm gonna wait to play it. I'd like to finish this playthrough before I play it, but at the same time, I'm like... I like this game, I really do. It is my new favorite Digimon game, and that is high praise, because I've played a lot of them. But I'm also a little worried about doing so many playthroughs back to back, because it might drive me to madness. And I can't really let that happen. I can't do it, I'm already so unhinged. Ugh, we didn't even get an early start. This sucks. What's the fucking point? Oh, it's not the move I wanted to use. Whoops. Probably could have killed him if I used the right move. Gokuamon just going, Gah! Alrighty. So I guess I don't have to use all the batteries like I did before, because I don't know how many of them are required. I think we'll get to the Volcanismon fight, and then I'll wrap the video up, because I think that fight took me, with the exception of the final boss, I think that fight took me longer than any other fight in this game. Oh, I have to play with Digimon. Oh no, dude, no. Maybe I save now, because I don't know how Digimon is gonna fight on his own. I think that might be a little rough. Let me heal, and then I'll save. But thank you so much for watching. When I say, please comment what you think. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't, etc. I mean it, because it's hard out here, man. It's just me and my thoughts. But yeah, if you're enjoying the series, I'd appreciate if you liked it. Maybe hyped it. If you're, well, maybe don't hype this one. Maybe don't hype this one, because I think this would be a weird one to go outside of my audience. Yeah, we're gonna keep plugging away. How many parts deep am I? Let's see. Compared to the original playthrough, I do want to look that up real quick. It should not be difficult. All of my Digimon videos are very recent. Alright, let's see. I think we're about in part 11, comparatively. So we did, I guess we would have done part 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 parts, I think, we're done in this video. That sounds right. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next part, and yeah, goodbye.